Hello and welcome to this podcast for radiation physics at Wenatchee Valley College in Wenatchee, Washington. I am Todd Bussey, your instructor, and I hope you find this podcast and all of the other podcasts for this class helpful. This podcast I will be discussing dimensional analysis or converting units. Let's look at the first example. We need to convert 8 feet into inches. We're going to use a method called the factor label method where we set up ratios and proportions. And then we look at the units, make sure the units work out, and then we multiply fractions. So the first one we have to do is 8 feet, and we're going to set up the conversion of 12 inches is the same as 1 foot. And since we have 8 feet, we want the feet on the bottom so that they will cancel out. Feet over feet cancels each other out. So we're going to have 8 times 12, which is 96. The only units we have left are inches, so it's going to be 96 inches. The next conversion that we're going to do is 30 meters per second into kilometers per hour. So we set up 30 meters per second. The first thing we're going to convert is kilometers to meters, or actually meters to kilometers. So we have meters on top and 30 meters per second, so we need meters on the bottom, and we want to convert to kilometers, and there's a conversion for that. In 1 kilometer, there are 1,000 meters, and that's a conversion that you will need to know. So that will take care of the meters to kilometers. So we're going to have 1 over 1,000. The next one we want to do is seconds into hours. But first we're going to do it at seconds into minutes, and then we'll do minutes into hours. You can go from seconds into hours, but we're going to do it in 2 steps. So we have minutes on the bottom, because we have to wipe out the seconds that are on the bottom of the original. So we have seconds over minutes in the conversion. There's 60 seconds in 1 minute. Then we need to convert the minutes into hours. So we're going to have minutes on top to wipe out the minutes on the bottom in the previous setup, and then 1 hour on the bottom. And there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. So if we look at the units, the meters will cancel out, the seconds will cancel out, the minutes will cancel out, and we'll end up with kilometers per hour. And then we look at the fractions that we have. We're going to have on top of the fraction, we're going to have 30 times 1 times 60 times 60. On the bottom, we're going to have 1 times 1,000 times 1 times 1. So when we multiply all that together, we're going to get 108 kilometers per hour. The next conversion we're going to do is 8.0 centimeters cubed to meters cubed. And the cubed means we have to do the conversion 3 times. If we had squared, we'd have to do it twice. So we have 8.0 cubic centimeters, and we have to convert that into meters. So we're going to have 1 centimeter on the bottom to wipe out one of the 3 in the cubic centimeters, and meters on top, and we know the conversion. In 1 meter there are 100 centimeters. And we have to do that 3 times. So you'll see there's 3 of those exact same things. So now what we have to do is simplify the fractions. We have 3 centimeters on top, the cubic centimeters, and we have 3 centimeters on the bottom. The centimeters times centimeters times centimeters. Those will wipe each other out, and we'll have meters times meters times meters on top, which is meters cubed. And then for the numbers, we'll have 8 times 1 times 1 times 1, which will give us 8. And we'll have 100 times 100 times 100 on the bottom. Now the easiest way to do this multiplication is with a calculator. And so we will end up with 8.0 times 10 to the negative 6th meters cubed for our answer. And that is the last example for dimensional analysis and converting units. And we will see you on our next podcast. Thank you.